The science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image. But I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Selassie, I say, any country that use.
I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley West McPherson. July the 10th, 2018. You can see this year is getting out of here. It's not waiting for no one. Time waits for nobody. But guess what? We're on Pegasus, live and in the studio at 7:30. And you can call in on channel 13, area code 607-272-0319. You might have something to say, or you might want to get in on a discussion tonight. But if you miss tonight, live, we got a whole week scheduled, starting at Sunday, at 7:30 a.m., and then we go to Wednesday at 1:30 p.m., Thursday, 7:30 a.m., Friday, 7:30 p.m., and then Saturday, 1:30 p.m. So we got the whole week wrapped up for you. And if you don't have cable, TV network Spectrum, yes, Spectrum, or Pegasus, channel 13, you can go on my YouTube channel, or I can send you a direct link, and then you can have the show on your phone or your tablet. But you can have it. Now, I want to give shout outs. There's been a lot of birthdays this month, okay, and last month, especially friends and family, okay, so I just want to let them know we recognize them, and it doesn't go unnoticed, so certain people, everybody's always having a birthday, but sometimes people don't acknowledge them. They don't say nothing, Sometimes they can't get a card to them, but it's good to acknowledge, let people know that you care, and that life is precious, okay, and it's worth the living. Deaconess Olga Welch, she had a birthday in June. Also, my brother Tony had a birthday in June. Also, in July, okay. My grandbaby had a birthday, Sunshine. My baby's mother, Chela, had a birthday in July. My brother Tracy had a birthday in July. Deaconess Herndon has a birthday in July, okay? And Bertha has a birthday in July. All these people we deal with, we know, these are the pioneers. These women, deaconess, they listen, they paved the way so that you can make it, okay? So when you see them, you wish them a happy birthday, okay? These are my grandmothers and mothers, so you check things out and you respect your elders. That's what you need, okay? And then we got Rosadal S, and we got Sunshine, Baltimore, Maryland. We got Pimplia in Australia. And also I have a new friend, her name is Kendra, okay? And she's in New York, New York. So it's people that, I always give shout outs to, and I'll tell them, listen, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Why? Because I know you watch my channel. And so when you do that, you hear yourself. And that's let you know that, hey, keep up the good work, okay? And then when you keep up the good work, that makes you push yourself and do better. And this is what we are doing. We're helping other people, Okay, and I know my co-host, Milton Webb, has shout-outs as well.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my daughter who had a birthday in June. Yep, Brieanna. Got another birthday coming up. Oh, another birthday next month coming up. I'm telling you, there's a lot of birthdays coming up here. So everybody that's having birthdays, we gonna get you in. And things happen, you know, and we can't do nothing about it. But there are things that are happening. Losses of people, people that we know, that we speak out for, we speak to, we see every day, or we see from time to time. We just want to say, you know, sometimes it's hard for the things that happen to people that you know. And waiting to hear some more stuff back on this before we really get into it, so we'll understand to know what happened with these people. And I will get back to you on that. Oh, yeah. So how you doing, Stan?
Okay, all is well. We definitely, you know, during this week, we had a great 4th of July, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Everything went good. We, you know what we do, we brainstorm and go at these things because we know that we got a task ahead of us, and we know the forces are fighting against us because we're trying to get people out of poverty.
Right.
You know, and everybody don't like that. They don't like people getting out of poverty. They don't like people having stuff. They don't like no one having, okay, things that they have.
Right.
And so they want to see people in the gutter, you know, and see people not making it, you know, and there's so many people getting hurt now because either they're trying to make it or they're trying to get things that make their family and people that people at disgust, okay? And chaos is going out because you know why? It's because the government is not helping no one, and every time you look at the news, everybody filling their pockets, they stealing, they got their hand in the bag, you know. Como, he then took drug money. He took all kind of money. He took all kind of stuff. You know, he's taking money from gangsters and racketeers, and now he don't want to get the money back. Under investigation, that's what they all do. Listen, this stuff ain't new. This is what they do. You know, they take money and they take under the table money, and now they say, get the money back. He don't want to get the money back. Bloomberg went on vacation with money, with campaign money. He went around the world on a trip, taking planes. This is what they do, man. I keep telling you people, this ain't nothing new. These people do this. Trump, his whole cabinet is racketeers, thieves, okay? Crooks. They done stole from people. They done robbed from people. Everybody he got in his cabinet done something. Stole, robbed, and you understand? And took people's money and inside trading and all that crazy stuff. They all doing that. Listen, you got a whole cabinet full of crooks. See? And then you worrying about the crooks on the street. Nah, you see, what you worrying about them for? You got crooks in the office.
Crooks on the street are trying to make it.
Exactly.
You know, they're trying to make it.
Exactly.
The dudes in the office are stealing from them, us, and everybody else.
And the only thing about it is they got a badge to do it. They show you a badge. Oh, well, this is a gold badge. I want to show you I'm of the law. And this is what they do. But they got all the money and stole it.
Well, you see, the whole thing about it is, like you say, Stanley, this has been going on for years. And you know, every so many years, people speak up about it, and then they're going to talk about it. It's election time. They talk about it at election time. Mm-hmm. When the election's gone, the talk is gone.
That's right.
But that same person that's doing all of this dipping and dabbling and hipping and hopping and stealing, them the ones that's in office.
That's right.
Okay, so you sit back there and you look at it, and it's more or less like, hey, wait a minute. How did he get there? Mm-hmm. If he did all of this and he did all that, how did he get there? Like Cuomo, he's running for a third term. You're not supposed to be running for a third term.
That's right. He's supposed to be gone on 2. Somebody
So
else
now-
supposed to be up in there.
So now if he's running for a third term, what is that telling you? All right?
Mm-hmm.
So now who's going to put him in office?
Thank you.
So you got to look at that. We ain't talking about the Russians in this
Yeah,
this aspect. We ain't talking about the Russians.
exactly.
So you sit there and you look at it because he has loose ends out there, and he's trying to tie them up.
Yeah, he is. That's
So-
why he wanted to be in office.
That's right.
Because he want to tie up loose ends. Because, see, if he leave now, they can get him.
Yeah.
You know, because now they can do their investigation. See, because he's trying to stop all that stuff. So by him being in office, he can stop all the investigations, this and that, independent stuff. But as soon as he leave, everybody probing, boom. Because that's how, you know, they got the last governor. I forgot his name, but they made him resign. You know, they made him resign. I'm like, see, they had that dirt on you. That's what they do. They have the dirt. And if they don't like you, they make you resign, and they use the dirt against you.
Yeah,
See?
but you see, everybody in his cabinet is either resigning or going to jail.
Exactly.
So I mean, like, honesty over there is where.
Yeah.
All right, who you're coming at what? Because if you're doing dirt, sooner or later, that dirt is going to reach the surface.
Mhm.
Somebody's going to pour some water on it. It's going to get sticky.
Yeah.
And you're going to be the one stuck in the mud. So, I mean, if you're going to have a cabinet, do the cabinet right.
Yeah.
I mean, don't come at it. And the thing about it is, they're not taking from the rich, they're taking from the poor.
That's right.
And they're making it hard for these poor people out here to live. And then you sit back and you wonder, oh, that guy was selling drugs. Oh, that guy stole a car. Wonder why he's selling drugs and stealing cars.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all taking from him, not y'all out there, I'm talking about the people in office.
Yeah.
Taking from them, and then you setting up all these rules, but you the one making them do it.
Exactly.
You know, you like we said before, there's people that would come on this show and tell you they work a 40-hour a week and can't afford to have a place, but they're embarrassed.
That's right.
Which I understand that.
Right.
I totally understand that. We was working a 40-hour week and was barely making it. So, you know, the living wage is something that everybody needs. Everybody. And everybody talking about, oh, if you get a living wage, you're going to raise everything up. Everything's going to go up anyway.
And they frown in their face about
Yeah.
the living wage when you say that. They, what? Living wage? Yeah, living wage.
right.
And this is what they do. They get mad about when you say a living wage. You know, like that's a plague or something. You know, like you ain't supposed to have a living wage. You know, and they still back in the past with a minimum wage. They way back there. You know, and that ain't went nowhere because they don't want it to go nowhere.
No.
And it ain't going nowhere because they don't want to give you no money. So that's where that's going to stay. But if you go a living wage, that meets the standard, and that brings them up. Okay? Now they got to deal with it, and they got to pay you a living wage. And they don't want it, but they're going to have to. Because you know why? Because they making the money. They got the money. And they robbing you.
And a living wage is what you need because when they start raising them prices and you making a minimum wage, you're out there. I'll give you, for instance, we're going to give you $15 in 2021, okay? Now, if you wait that time to 2021 to get $15, all right, what is a living wage going to be then? So if you wait that time to get the $15, you're going to be in the same boat that you're in right now, if not worse.
He sure is.
All right, because they're talking about, oh, McDonald's paying you $15 an hour. Okay, have you been to McDonald's lately?
McDonald's is paying $11.75.
An hour.
That's all they paying, okay? And you know why? And they drop people because they try to use the animated machines, and they not even working properly. So they losing money on the machine. See what I'm saying? So this is why McDonald's ain't full up no more, you know? It used to be, oh, the big McDonald's. It's not that no more. It's not like that no more, you know? They losing because they'll tear a building down. They tear McDonald's down and try to build it up and spend more money and build it up and made it worse.
Yeah.
And put all that animated nonsense in there. And that stuff still don't work. See? So they losing money. All they doing is they just took your money and built up some stuff and it didn't work, you know, and it's not working. And so they just lost a lot of money out of that. Now they want to try to get it from you again. See, that's what they do.
The whole thing about it is, if you're working and you can't sustain your household, the things that you need and the things that you have to have, you know, you're not doing nothing.
Exactly.
You're just going there to make that person money. You're not making no money.
Right.
So, you know, you got to sit back and you got to look like, when does it end?
Right.
So don't tell me you're going to give me $15 in 2021 when a living wage could be $20, $22 at that time. Because if you sit back there and you look at a living wage now is what they would call $15. But you're not getting that. They're not going to give you what it takes for you to live. Because if you got what it takes for you to live, you can do things. You can go places.
Listen.
You can buy stuff.
I agree with Rush Limbaugh when he said, I listened to that. He said, right now, a living wage is up to about $33 or $34 right now.
An
hour. Right now.
That's right.
Right, and I agree with that right
Yeah.
now. He said because they got way past a living wage. Matter of fact, they weren't even doing a living wage. They didn't bring living wage up until we act on it and brought it up.
Right.
And that's because they wasn't going to do it.
They sure wasn't.
You know, they wasn't going to do nothing. They was going to keep it way at minimum wage. Back down there, $6, $4.
Yeah.
The restaurants get tips, but they get $2. So the company don't want to pay them because they say, we let the tipsters, we let the people pay them and get them their salary. And everybody don't give a tip.
Yeah.
And they can't make their money, their salary off those tips because everybody don't tip them. So, but the company got out of it because they said, we'll let them pay them, so we don't pay them.
Right.
And that's why you see certain restaurants when waiters getting $2, $1.50 or stuff like that. I'm like, no. Now, if they don't get no tips, that's all they be getting. It's $2.
They ain't making no money.
$2.50 or something like that. I'm like,
An
whoa.
An hour. $3, $4 an hour. I mean, come on. Who gonna live off of that?
Can't.
You can't live off.
Can't live off that.
All right. When we was working down at the recycling place, they was only paying us like what? We started out at $7.50. Then after you get your 90 days, you get $8.25.
That's right.
Okay. We picketed our own job.
That's right.
All right. This is when a living wage start coming in because now we need to make money to live. Mm-hmm. And it's like, hey, wait a minute. And they didn't want to pay us the money. The people that own the company was in North Carolina. Let's go up here and see who these guys are making this noise about this money.
Yep.
Okay, and they came up there.
They want to lay eyes on us.
Oh, yeah. They couldn't lay us off.
That's right.
They couldn't fire us. So they had to trump up stuff. And that's what happened. Mm-hmm. So when it comes right down to it, you're either going to be on that side of the board or you're going to be on the living wage side of the board.
That's right.
Because if you're on that other side of the board, you ain't making no money, you struggling. You ain't doing nothing. You can barely get your children lunch. Mm. Why you think they want to get free lunches in school? You paying for that.
That's right.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Breakfasts in school. Because they want to make sure the kids are eating. And they can't say it didn't come, well, it must be at the house because we feed them in school.
Right.
All right? But your tax dollars are going for that.
That's right.
Okay? But you ain't making a living wage. You're not making enough money to feed yourself.
Thank you.
So when it comes right down to it, all of these people that's making $8 an hour and $9 an hour, y'all struggling.
Yep.
Y'all better get on the train.
That's right.
Because we're going to be busting a move real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Come on with it.
That's right. We're going express. And we're trying to let you know that, listen, you don't have to be in poverty at all, okay? This is what we're dealing with, and we know who's got the money. See, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
We know who got the money, okay? We want to get it out of their pockets and put it in yours, you see? And so the only way we can do that, okay, is you just get aboard. That's it. Get on the train. Once the train is full, it can go as full capacity. That's express. That's it. And then you will know from there where we at, okay? And so don't forget, the companies know, all the CEOs and the managers, they know. And you know what? They also know we're coming to get the money. See, and they know they can't stop that because we know how to get the money. And they know that. So they are really scared. They hoping you don't get on the train. They hoping you don't believe us. They hoping that this doesn't go nowhere because they know if it go and the train go full speed ahead, they know that money is coming out of their pocket because we know how to get it and we're going to give it right to you. And they know that. That's why they do other things, okay? They run with the money. They take their companies or they change the name of the company, okay? They try to run overseas. That's what they try to do. But we got something for that too. Believe that.
You know, when it comes right down to it, you know, every person needs to live.
That's right.
You strap your boots up, you put your pants on, and you going to work. All right, some of y'all work hard. A lot of y'all work hard. All of y'all work hard for your money. I got a buddy. Every time I turn around, I see him. I say, "Where you going, man? Man, I'm going to work." He got about 3-4 jobs. Okay, because he got to make ends meet.
That's right.
All right, and he knows just having one job ain't gonna do it. Now check this out. You got people that's going to work. Some of them don't see their kids. They can't put them to bed. They can't read them a bedtime story. They can't say nothing to them because they're at work. They get on a break and call home and see how the kids are doing. All right? So they go to your lunch break because you done talk to the kids. Now you didn't get nothing to eat. But you still out there busting it up, going to work. You think that one guy that works in the morning that's the CEO, you think he losing sleep over that? Oh no, he go to sleep, he dreaming about how much money you made him today.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta sit there, you gotta look at, hey, wait a minute, what's really going on here? Why do these people don't want to pay you that money? And then when it come time to give you a bonus, oh, we're gonna give you a $15 Wagman card so you can go to Wagman. What you gonna get? Ooh, it almost made me cuss. What you gonna get with $15 at Wagman or anywhere else? Okay? A loaf of bread, some milk, and some flour.
It's a game they playing.
And you still owe money. Okay? I mean, that's it. But this CEO, he's clocking 5-figure numbers. All right? He's going on vacation to the Bahamas.
Got all your money.
Got all your money. And where you going? You gonna sit on the porch?
Nowhere.
You can't even go to Elmira and get a Happy Meal. So, you know, you sit there and you look at it like, are these people really helping you? Is this job really doing this? But then again, when they see you trying to make a move to get a living wage, you know what they tell you?
Yep.
You're fired.
That's right.
Because now you're bringing attention to them.
Exactly.
All right? I wish, bring it to us.
And now they got some other stuff. I told you, they come down with a different decision where workers, there is no workers right now, they can fire you. Look, they fire a woman because she got dreadlocks, and then they fire a man. Why? Because he didn't cut his hair, all kind of stuff. See, they got all kind of crazy stuff, but they're using these tactics to get rid of you because they lobbying for the companies, they lobbying because of money, they lobbying for, you know, for all of these CEOs, and you didn't work and everything, sweat, and now you get nothing because now they can fire you for actually nothing or for what they say they want to fire you for. And then they get rid of you. Why? Because they got a Supreme Court case came down and it's garbage. You see what I'm telling you? It's nonsense. And so this is what they do. So I'm here to let you know that, see, that's why you got to get on the train, because if you get on the train, you know, some of y'all, when we teach you these tools, you know, you won't, listen, you won't even be in poverty no more ever, and then you'll be helping other people get out of the poverty because you're going to see what you know, what you can help somebody else get out. And that's what really it is. It's you getting out and pulling somebody else out with you. That's what it is. And that's what we do. We get out, we pull somebody else out and teach you the tools because we have the tools. We are skilled to do it, and we can do it, and you can have it. I want to turn the page real quick, just because my time is up. I just want to say about these children They are running across the street. They're yanking their hand from their parents, and some of them are getting hit. Some of them getting killed. So I'm telling you, parents, hold your children's hand. You hold them by the wrist. You hold them. Don't let them hold you, because some of them are getting killed, and they're young, and they're running out in the street, and it's in here, it's up here, it's in New York City, it's everywhere. And, I tell, my daughter, I say, when they do that, I say, you pop them right then and there. You beat them. You let them know that you're the boss. They're not the boss, you the boss. So I'm telling you, parents, you do the same thing. I'm telling you what I told my daughter. You pop them, because I better beat they behind than to have them dead in the street. Somebody ran over your kid, okay? Because you will regret that. I'll see you next week. Good night.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Gonna see from what here, too much blood I run. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a use. Take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Gonna see from what here, too much blood I run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food, Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a use. Take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Gonna see from what here, too much blood I run. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food, Africa in a ground.
I'm your host on What Matters at the Roundtable, Stanley McPherson. Not a minimum wage, not any other kind of wage, but a living wage. Our broadcast schedules are Sunday at 7:30 a.m., Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., Wednesday, 1:30 p.m., Thursday, 7:30 a.m., Friday, 7:30 p.m., and Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Get on the train.
Y'all have a good night. See you later.